has like shifted the soil in my backyard so much that I have pipes that are starting to stick out from the ground under the soil that I didn't even know were there because the rain has moved the earth so much. I'm in Rhode Island. Yeah, definitely send me a video. Okay, Kristen, I'm back on YouTube if you want to check it out. Or you can stay on TikTok, whatever you want. Let me get back down to Anna's question. Anna, you wanted to know if he looks at your socials, right? Could he check out if he still checks my accounts? Yes. Let me look at that for you. Okay. We'll do it with a regular tarot. Oh, no, you know what? I'll do it with this. For those of you that think I'm doing a lot for Anna, she paid extra for it. So that's why. Third eye, vanity, pride, ego, fulfillment, wish, sun, divine timing, shadow side, dark night of the soul, moon, nurture, compassion, party, external. I feel like he looks at it on occasion. And it's kind of like this spying vibe where, like, especially with this third eye, he's keeping an eye on you. Thank you, Rebel. Let me try one more. Oh, you got Pluto here. Transformation. That's part of that Tower card. Tower is all about breaking down to rebuild again. North Node. Yeah, I feel like he looks at it sometimes. It's not like constant, though. He can see it, though. He definitely can see it. It's just not constant. Hey, Keisha. Welcome, honey. Does that make sense, Anna? Does that answer your question, hon? So what I was starting to say before I got kicked off of YouTube is the next journey of my business, which you're welcome. You're welcome, Anna. I'm sorry you're going through all that. Just try to take care of you, especially today with the full moon. Like, release all the energy that's like hard. Release it, let it go. Even like do a forgiveness ritual. You don't have to condone his behavior, but you can forgive his behavior because holding on to it isn't going to help you any. There's a full moon within it's the moon in just a couple of hours. Yeah. Yep. Maybe it was about my account getting banned. What was about your account getting banned? What should I do to manifest? What's something good you can do for this full moon? So I'm definitely going to talk more about the full moon in a little bit. I do want to honor the people that have paid for readings and get their readings done first. Those of you that don't know about my YouTube channel, I have an entire playlist of moon manifestation stuff that I put a lot of work into videos. If you know your houses, your natal chart houses, then it actually, there's a whole full moon video that you can watch and go to the house. Like if it's in your first house, if Aquarius is in your first house, you can go watch it and it'll walk you through what to do to manifest with the energy. So definitely check that out. If you don't know your houses, you can go by your sun sign or like use like a free program. There's a lot of them out there. Cafe Astrology is one. It's people don't love it, but it's easy to access. And you can just put in like noon as your default time because you need to know what time of day you were born. But you could do like a semi chart to help you. Full moon and Mercury retrograde is playing havoc with my internet. It's lagging a lot today. And I just got kicked off on YouTube a few minutes ago. Yeah. So Astro Seek is good. Astro Leda. Astro Dienst, I think is how to pronounce it. There's a bunch of them. There's a lot of them. You could download the Pattern app, which is free, and put your birth time into that and do your chart. I eventually want to do one of the courses I'm going to teach eventually is like a very, very basic introduction to astrology. I'm not an astrologer, but like this is going to sound so cocky, and I never say this about myself, but I'm a really good teacher because I have a degree in teaching and I love teaching. So I can break down things very simply for people because I used to work with special ed, and I know how to like really, really break down complex topics when teaching, when it starts to like very beginner stuff. So I want to do a very easy, basic astrology course for beginners at some point. That's a goal very soon. Okay, Angela, you here, girl? AstroSeek works. Yep. Can I still rewatch this on your? Yes, you can. Absolutely, that's correct. I am on YouTube. So there's going to be 2 videos though from today under the live section. Your reading is on the first, towards the end of the first video, and then the little bit of the beginning of the second, because I had to reset it. And what is going on with I'm getting a phone call that, okay. Are you guys still there? TikTok, lots of tech issues. Angela, what would you like me to look at? Did you send it in a payment, or do you need to type it out? Because I can look it up if it's in a payment. Oh, by the way, you guys, you probably can't even tell, but I did like a lash lift thing. Did I do it yesterday, Kristen, or the day before? I think it was the day before yesterday. I bought myself a lash kit. You can't tell because my lashes are so light, but I curled them. I did a thing, so they're like perma curled. And then I just wanted to do that. Oh my God, it's downpouring. And my eyes are so sensitive, so I wanted to be careful. But it worked so good. And it came with a tint, but I didn't do the dye yet. So soon I'm going to have like lashes. It's going to look like I have mascara on all the time. I'm so excited about it. In my last reading, you told me to detach from Daniel, and I did. Guess what? He reached out. Just wanted to check how he feels towards me. Oh, I love that, Angela. Yeah, my eyes are super sensitive too. And I haven't been putting on mascara because my allergies have been bothering me, and I would just rub it right off anyway. But if my lashes are curled and tinted, I don't need mascara. And my eyes are little. Like, I'm a little person. My lashes are very small. So it was kind of complicated, but actually they came out. I mean, you can't tell. I don't know. You might be able to see them a little bit, but this is without any tint, and they curled. So it's kind of cool. All right, let's check him out. Let me cleanse the cards real quick. And then if you guys, if you can stick around, I'm going to do astrology and full moon talk after the paid stuff slows down. But I'm not complaining. I love the paid stuff. This is helping my life so much. You guys don't even understand how, like, you guys are all high vibes. So doing little readings here like this, it's so much better than some of the other stuff that I have to do to make money. Which is why I don't mind hanging out and taking my time, because I would much rather do this with you guys. It doesn't drain my energy. I'm not exhausted. I'm enjoying it. I started editing for those of you that don't know, I have a friend that's my massage therapist, and he actually has abilities. And I talked about this earlier this summer, and I interviewed him, and it just, because I released my class, I was more busy working on that. But Witchy Wednesday's coming back in the fall more consistently on my YouTube channel. And I started editing the video with him this weekend, and it was a hot mess. There's going to be some serious bloopers that my members on YouTube are going to see. It was it was a mess. It's fine. He talks so quiet though, so I'm gonna have, and I didn't realize it. So like, I'm gonna have to do like subtitles for him, but that's gonna be coming out soon. And then after that comes out, we're gonna do another video where people can ask him questions of what they want to know. Keisha, I still have your questions of what they want to know about massage therapy, anything about like his journey, anything about energy connected to massage, all of it, anything and everything. So we're going to be doing that this fall too. All right. How does he feel towards you, Angela? Let's look at that for you. So we're going to look at the past energy first. Actually, let me flip some of these around. This top one wants to come out. The star reversed. Present. Explorer of Wands reversed, which is like the Knight of Wands. Hidden. Ten of Wands reversed. Obstacle. Lovers reversed. What is with the reversals? Not everything's reversed. What the hell's going on? Why are we doing this, guys? What's happening? Ten of Wands reversed is a good one, though. And technically, Lovers reversed in the obstacle is more like Lovers upright. But let's see. Environment. Let's try that again. Environment. Focus. Fumble. That was 9 of Pentacles. That was a fumble. That wasn't a jumper. There we go. You got 2 more reversals. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Emperor reversed. Advice. Tower. Outcome. I don't like this. This does not feel like you're reading. 7 of Cups. I don't like this. It doesn't feel right. This happens sometimes when I use the same card deck too much. The energy gets clustered. I'm going to grab a different deck. We haven't used this guy today. Let's do this guy instead. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel right, though. It felt like mixtures of energy from other people. Hold on. Let me put my selenite on that deck so it cleanses it better. Angela's guides, angels, ancestors. All right, let's try it again. VMAC, I am doing paid readings only. All right, let's try this again for Angela. And this is exactly why I don't start the timer. Okay. Passing energy. Empress, Queen of Pentacles, passing energy. Yeah, this feels very different. Present, Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords reversed. Hidden. Two cards keep coming out. Wheel of Fortune and Temperance reversed. Obstacle. Page of Wands and Ten of Pentacles in the obstacle. Environment. Environment. You're getting two. Ace of Cups reversed. Advice. Seven of Swords reversed. Outcome. Five of Swords reversed. Okay. I feel like with him, feelings are shifting, but I also feel that there's this there's this wobbly energy of he's not super grounded right now. And because he's not super grounded, he could be doing things that are like not well thought out. And it's important for you to keep those rose-colored glasses off. Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles and Empress in the passing energy. This is making me feel like he sees you as relationship material. He sees you as somebody who has it all together. And then when you pull back, he panics because it's like, wait a minute, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't want to lose her. Like, wait a minute, hold on a minute. And it makes him panic and come forward. And that's what I mean by wobbly energy, because Queen of Swords, Ten of Swords in the reversal in the present, this isn't bad, but this is also like, it's not overly emotional. It's more logical. And there's like boundaries here. And there's still some stuff that needs to be worked through with this Ace of Cups in the reversal and the environment. Like, I do feel like you need to be careful with this Seven of Swords too. You need to be careful with how all in you are right now. You need to be reserved. Like, don't let him think that you are all in. Don't go like, oh, he called me, I'm going to call him all the time now, and I'm going to be there, and we're going to hang out, and it's going to be great. Like, don't do that. Don't get carried away right now. I'm not being a killjoy because I do see it going well, but if he thinks that he has got you on lock, it could go back to him being not super communicative and hot and cold. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance in the reversal in the hidden, this is the big energy that I'm getting with all that. So things are continuing to change in a good way, all right? In a positive way, in a helpful way. It's continuing to improve and grow, but you got to stay balanced, girl. If you don't stay balanced, this is going to go right back to where it was. It's going to go right back to you're not hearing from him. It'll go right back to no communication, confusion. Where are we at? Does he care? What does he feel? So staying the course, like, I'm not saying that you need to not talk to him. I don't feel like that's the solution there. But staying logical with this Queen of Swords, that's going to really help you. Because until we, especially with the full moon, especially with all this retrograde stuff, until we get on the other end of that, things might get undone if we rush in. So it's important to stay reserved for now. Like, play as if you're playing poker. Hold those cards close to your chest right now. He doesn't need to know what's going on here. He doesn't need to see that. He needs to continue to be the one that contacts you, that puts in effort. And so I feel like if you dive in, that you'll see him pull back, or you'll see him not as invested as he started to show. And then you're going to be like, why is he doing this? And it's because he thinks he's got you. So with the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in the challenge right now, this is telling me that it's going to be, there's still some work that needs to be done before a commitment happens. It's on the table, but you got to be careful about it because he is very impulsive. So he will reach out to you when he really wants to connect, when he's worried he's going to lose you, when he's feeling spicy and fun, but then he's not going to make the actual like solid, consistent commitment right now. So when he does reach out, be wise about it, have that solid boundary, be like, you need to show me, let's go slow, let's take our time, let's be careful here. I have other parts in my life that I'm working on and I'm not ready to rush it. You don't want to rush into anything. Don't rush it because I can feel the excitement, but there's no need for a sense of urgency. He's not going to just disappear. It's not like, oh, well, if I don't talk to him today, then he's going to be gone next week. Like I have to do it right now because if I don't do it right now, it's not going to happen. No. It's not, that urgency isn't necessary here. So having that, like, where is it? Having the Empress energy of like, I got this. If he wants me, he'll work for it. I don't have to chase it. It's coming to me. It's all good. I know my value. Having that energy is going to make a very big difference. So like toning down your excitement. And I'm not saying you can't be excited, but you gotta get a little bit of a handle on it, because if you get all wound up and frantic about it, it's going to put that work that you've put in, it's almost like deleting the work that you've done. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to go backwards. We want to keep going forwards. It's exciting that he's reaching out. That's a great thing. I'm not saying it's not, but also that's a bare minimum thing, right? So we don't want to get super wound up over a bare minimum common courtesy thing. This needs to be continuing to grow and build. With the Seven of Swords and the advice, that's what this is saying. It's saying that seeing things for what they really are. Okay. I don't feel like he's hiding anything. I don't feel like there's any kind of like dishonesty or anything, but it's also important. That's that playing your cards close to your chest. That's making sure that you're not giving it all away right now. If he doesn't earn it, he needs to earn your time. You are valuable. Where is it? You are valuable. The Empress is the divine feminine. She's the goddess of the deck. She knows what she wants. She doesn't go running after things. She just sits there and lets people wait on her because she knows they will. And that's where the patience that comes in. That's where you don't have to chase this. It's not like, oh, this is the only opportunity, and if I don't show interest, he's going to go away. No. He's interested. He's going to continue to try. Like he's not going to just disappear tomorrow. That's where I feel like you could get yourself into some trouble of being, but I got to, like, what if he doesn't reach out to you? He will. Having that confidence of he will. What he won't do is if you're doing all the work, he's not going to do work. That'll wreck it. So outcome 5 of Swords reversed right now. This tells me that he stops being so self-focused and he starts giving. If you can keep that reserved energy, like I said, he will start showing up. He's going to start being considerate. He's going to continue to move things forward with you. That challenge of what is this? How does he feel? Where is it going? What are we doing? It's going to clear up because he's going to be coming forward more and more because you're just sitting there as the Empress, allowing things to play out as they are supposed to. Let me pull a love message Does that all make sense? Do you have any questions about that? So he does want you, but I also feel that he's not super grounded right now. You're not super grounded right now either. So by making sure that you're grounded, it'll help you stay the course and not get tossed around in the storm of energy. Woo! Wow. That was a lot of cards. We got guilt and sabotage. Yep. Soul ties, reunion, self-love, creation, intention. Hold on. Let me grab these. Wait a second. Okay. Disharmony triggers conflict, temptation, distance, retreat, timeout, twin flames, rejection, loss, fragmented. Yeah, I feel like it's really important for you to keep that. Don't look at anything like a rejection. Trust that you're on the path that you're supposed to be on. And then I don't know. I think you've been around when I've said I'm not a big fan of the twin flame label. I don't believe in telling people who their twin flame is. So this isn't me saying he's your twin flame. What this is saying, though, is that if he wants you and he does want you, it's not going to just go away, even with distance. When I tell you, I've seen people over 10 years continue to come back to the people that they desire, even with all the obstacles. It's not going to go away. Yes, life is short. Yes, things can happen, but there is no urgency in the sense of like, he's just going to not be around in a week and then he's going to be gone forever. There's no need for that. Let it play out naturally because it will, and that will bring in a lot more harmony to the connection and a lot more stability and less anxiety. There won't be this anxious, like, what does he want? When is he going to call? What's going on? Kristen, are you here? You are up. Hey, girl. You were so spot on about the excitement. Yeah, I could feel it. I could see, it was myself. I could feel it. So there's potential for rejection if I keep going the way I am. Yeah, there can be. If you pursue him too much, keep it like that. Think of it like a scale of balance. For the time being, and it doesn't always have to be like this, but for now, with the energy that it's at, he needs to be doing more than you need to be doing. So if he reaches out, cool, you can meet him where he's at. Like, never do, for the time being, not always forever, but for the time being, don't do more than him. Because if you do more than him, even doing the same as him could be a little bit slippery. So make sure that you're staying balanced in the sense of letting him come to you, because he likes to do that. He's the guy that sees value in a woman who knows her worth and who lets the man do the pursuing. She doesn't chase, she attracts. And so if you go after him and you're doing too much, it's actually going to turn him off a bit, and he's going to see it as maybe you don't have the kind of qualities he thought you did, or maybe you're not the person that he believed and you're not as confident or whatever, or you don't value yourself. So that is, and some of that is subconscious. Like, I don't feel like he would flat out be able to tell you that, but that's what I'm seeing in him, is he's the kind of person who likes a woman who knows her value. So that's that self-love journey that came out. Let's look at the week. Week in general, Kristen. I'm going to shuffle these one more time. I'm not super in love with this playlist, but it's okay. It's called Peaceful Meditation by Amazon's. It's just like made by Amazon people. The thing I don't love about it is the song volumes are different. So sometimes it's too loud for me, and then sometimes it's too quiet. You're so welcome, Angela. And after Kristen, I don't have anybody else on the list. So we can get into, if there's no other paid, which feel free. I would love to do more paid ones. We can get talking about the weekly energy and the full moon and things of that nature. Oh, I just got a flashy thing. So is that money? What is that? Or is that just a message? Kristen, you there, girl? You are no longer backing up your photos. Do what? Kristen. I said, what? Are we just looking at the week in general? Do what? She said. Do I not have you as a moderator? Or is that little thing next to your name moderator? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that is moderator. Okay. Please, ma'am. Okay, week in general. Gotcha. All right. Kristen's angels, ancestors. All right, Kristen's week. What does Kristen need to know for the week? Eight of Cups. Five of Cups reversed. King of Wands. Five of Wands reversed. Knight of Pentacles. One more overall for the whole week summary. Knight of Wands. There's a lot of energy here, Kristen. Okay. So you got fire and water. You got emotions and passion coming through strongly this week. Something's going to come up that you're going to want to act on right away. And I feel like it's going to be really important for you to slow the hell down and assess before action. It feels work related, probably. Because I feel you just being like so fed up. It doesn't feel, it could be family, but I don't think so. It feels like I feel you being fed up and then stepping into your power is what it feels like. So with the Eight of Cups and the Five of Cups in the reversal, it's like there's something that happens that makes you want to step away. And like you're just so done with being disappointed with situations and with people and with problems. Like you're over it. I don't want to feel this way anymore. I'm not going to let myself feel this way anymore. And so then we go into the King of Wands with the Five of Wands, and it's like you take control. You step into your power. You step into your confidence. You step into, I have control of this. I have say in this, and I can do this. It's almost like you step into your Leo energy, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna feed into the crazies. Not my monkeys, not my circus. Not my circus, not my monkeys, whatever that is, however that phrase is. That's what I'm feeling. You're like, no, this isn't mine. I'm putting this down. I'm not going to do that. You can go over there. And I'm actually hearing somebody, a certain person saying, you're not going to put up with the bullshit. Not going to put up with it. You can go over there with your bullshit. Don't come over here with it. So yeah, I feel very like it's honestly, all these energies are masculine. I feel like you kind of step into more of a masculine role for yourself this week, in the sense of like, no, this is me. This is where I stand. This is what no, it's a no for me. I'm not going to do this. And with the Knight of Wands as your overall like weekly energy, there's going to be a lot of communication. There's going to be a lot of activity. There's going to be this push for you to feel like you have to act, you have to do, you have to break into, like, I feel like you have to break free from your old patterns. Breaking free from your old patterns. Not allowing the guilt to happen. Not allowing other people to pour their stuff on you. Standing in your truth. And so with this, your inner teenager might pop up where you want to just run and have a good time and fix it. And there's going to be some challenge. You don't have any major arcana, so they're not like huge, heavy soul growth stuff, but it does feel like you're being put in a position this week where you're going to have to stand in your, I keep wanting to say strength. At the end of the week with the Knight of Pentacles, things start to balance out. So by the time you get to the end of this week, we're wrapping up this week, we're heading into next week, things are starting to mellow out a bit. It's not feeling as urgent. It's not feeling like there's so much swirling energy around you. You feel more grounded. But I do feel like it's going to be really important for you to stand in your stuff. Like for you to really stand on who you are and not letting other people wobble you. Like there's going to be some wobbly stuff. I feel like you're going to be tested this week. And I don't feel like it's romantic. It doesn't feel romantic. It feels work or family. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. Yeah, there's something coming up for you with this, with shifting energy. And it could be because of the moon, the full moon. Hold on. 94. I want to be wrong. I want to say you're going to have a mellow week, but I'm not getting that. Okay, if you want an affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and they are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could be even jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path, and there is nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Other meanings, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting events astrologically. They herald a complete change of pace, as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go in. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening, it's a powerful affirmation of a positive turnaround. So yeah, there's going to be something that's going to pop up this week that you're going to have to be in your power for. That, yeah, that pretty much fits what I was picking up. So that is, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, kids, my list is open. So if anybody would like a paid reading, you can speak up. I am going to continue with the rest of the Monday info in the meantime. And you guys can feel free to chit chat. Those of you that are here, it looks like TikTok has quieted down. So our weekly angel card was protection, our weekly mermaid card, and it's about literally being careful about protecting your own energy and what you're allowing around you. And then I wanted to pull a daily card too for that. What do we need for the day? If you get a couple of minutes after your list, can I ask for energy check-in with Sean? Oh, I didn't even see that, Susie. I'm sorry. Are you still here? These are sticking together. I don't like that. Ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So I feel this is the message for the collective for today. Yeah, still here, cooking dinner, but listening to you for company. Cool. Okay. So for today, you guys, this is a really good card as far as the whole full moon energy. We're going to be in it in just like 2 hours from now. We'll be at the peak of it. So it's at least in this area anyway. I don't know about the rest of the country. So I do feel like it's important to be mindful of what you're putting out there. This is a super full moon. It's a super full blue moon. So there's big energies coming in, and it is really key right now to stay focused on what you're trying to create and not calling in what you don't want and releasing things that aren't in your best interest. And often with this, I feel the energy is talking a lot about like, we think we know what's in our best interest, but we're human and we can't see the big picture. And sometimes what we think is in our best interest is not necessarily in our best interest. And that's why the guides, spirit, divine intervene and push us in a different direction, because I used to think I was supposed to be a special ed teacher forever. And I'm here doing this instead. So just because you think something's great for you doesn't necessarily mean it's what you're supposed to be doing. All right, Susie, you wanted to know about Sean. Let's see. And then we'll read the actual astrology. You're welcome, Susie. Hi, Milky. I do not do free readings. I do collective messages and I do paid readings. If you'd like a paid reading, it's $5 for a mini and $15 for a full. Susie, let's see what we got. Or you can join the memberships of Chariot or above, which is what Susie is. And I do a mini snapshot for members, which is a paid program. Susie and Sean. We got the Six of Pentacles, Susie, the King of Swords. Ooh, in the reversal. Hanged Man. Emperor. A lot of stoic masculine energy coming in for me. Hermit reversed. Yeah, I feel like right now with him, he is like a turtle in his shell. He's like, whoop. That's the energy I'm getting when I look at these cards. It's somebody that's pulled in there. Yeah, you can rebel. What would you like? Keisha, is this a good moon? Any moon is good to collect moon water. We chatted a little yesterday. Oh, wow. That's good. Yeah, this feels like he's just he's like in hiding. This or he's hiding his feelings. Like all of this is like, I'm not showing my feelings. I'm in this strong vibe. Then it's like, I'm doing my own thing. And it's like, I'm not making any choices. Like, I just feel like with him right now, there's not a lot of activity as far as movement. I mean, these are major arcana, but this one's not a lot of activity. This one's not a lot of activity. It's just like reflection and thinking and doing the work. I mean, activity meaning action, but doing the work. And then with the Emperor, I do feel like he's coming to more of like a mature headspace, but it is a bit controlled. It is a bit controlled with the King of Swords in the reversal. You'll probably hear from him again, but I'm holding back a bit. I was going to tell him Amy, his ex, my brother's fiance, has said she's at peace and will support us if we wanted to try again Oh, I would wait. Yeah, don't tell him yet. I would wait. He's going to be interested, but it might not be the best energy time. Let me pull some love cards. Yeah, that is big news, especially since things have been challenging for so long. I had a feeling it was going to shift. It's just hard for us to be patient when we're like in the thick of it and like, can it actually happen? Is this actually, I'm not seeing the evidence. Can it actually happen? Sean for Susie. Show me Sean's feelings for Susie. We got memories of nostalgia, disharmony, triggers, and conflict. Sean's feelings for Susie. North Node, purpose, masculine. Did I not say there's only one card in that deck that's masculine? That's okay, Rebel. I'm still here. I'm reading for Susie right now on YouTube. Yes, you did say things will shift, harvesting when right time. Relief, but hope it's not too little too late. I don't feel like it is. He's still thinking about things. He's still thinking about things with you guys. There's still fantasy there. There's still thoughts. I mean, he's ruminating on a lot of stuff and not acting. I do feel like with some of this, it's the growth that's happening right now. It's the Chiron retrograde. It's the inner wounding. It's the healing. A little bit more. Sabotage. Self-love, creation, intentions. Let's try this new deck that I have. Seduction, dragonfly, wedding rings. Seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up, and date, third party, and temptation. Dragonfly, lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change, things coming to light and heal. And then wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, and devotion. It's not too little too late. Yeah, it's not too little too late. It's not. It's just this and allowing things to play out is going to be the best thing you can do. Just having that patience and focusing on you and trusting the process. It's the best thing you can do right now for it. We'll ease down the calm river and let things unfold. Yes. Yep, absolutely. Exactly. Because you are deserving of without settling. So until you're getting what you deserve, you gotta kind of just like chill. I am superstar. Thank you. You're welcome. Rebel, what would you like me to look at, hun? Did I get everybody that paid? I think I did. Did I miss anyone? I'm pretty sure I didn't, but I just want to make sure. Wednesday on YouTube, the Jelani interview, the massage therapist, my interview with my friend, the massage therapist Jelani, will be coming out. So, and that will be an interesting video. It's different than what I usually do. Am I still connected, Rebel? Are you there? Fully. Did I click on that? Okay. Haha, he's messaging me at the same time. Could you imagine? That's funny. You're here. What would you like me to look at, hon? That is funny. That he's messaging you at the same time. I'm going to try to go back to these now that they had my selenite sitting on them for a little bit. Oh, that's right. You wrote it. I'm so sorry. Can I please get a chicken? Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry. That's my attention span. Right. Okay. No, don't be sorry. That's me. That's not you. That's totally me. Me and my absent-minded self. All right. Let's see where he's at. Oh, he's not. Massage, not message. Oh, Susie. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mercury retrograde, huh? No, he's not massaging me during. No. My massages, like I'm under a blanket on a massage table naked. Like, no. No. I will never be on camera. I mean, I guess we could probably do like a sample, but I'm definitely not going to have clothes off on camera. No, he doesn't see anything. It's covered with a sheet. We could do a quick like example if anybody is wanting to see that. Yeah. Like everything's covered. The sheet is up to here. And like he'll like take your arm out and tuck the sheet under and then put your arm back in. And so everything's covered, but like that would still be really awkward. It's taken me a long time to be okay with being naked on this table under a sheet with this person that I'm not intimate with, and he's not a doctor. So yeah. KDP, check in on me. Katie, let's see. What's going on with those two? Show me the energy with that, please. Let me focus on this. Well, we got the Hierophant first and a pile of others. We'll take the full moons. Make me feel weird and anxious. Yeah. And it's a super full moon because it's closer to the earth. This one's like a full moon on crack. I didn't sleep good last night. I haven't slept good for a couple of nights now, and I've been having some pretty intense dreams. And I have been generally anxious I'm better today. Yesterday wasn't too bad either, but the few days leading up to the weekend, like Friday, I was super anxious. Saturday, I was super anxious. Thursday, yeah, there's a lot going on in my head during those days. Ace of Wands. Where'd you pull that for me? I think the last time I got to check in on him. Really? Oh, that's funny. Tower. The world. Big energy. 3 out of 4 major arcanas. 7 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is like big stuff. I almost feel like he's coming back to life, which is like, I'm seeing a phoenix. I'm seeing a phoenix, which there's no phoenixes in here. And I don't associate any specific card with a phoenix, but I'm seeing a phoenix like coming out of the ashes, growing back in life. The Hierophant and the Ace of Wands, I feel like with the Hierophant, like these two are together. So it's like, this is the spark, this is that match, and it's lighting the energy of like change. Change for what he wants in his life, change for how he sees things. It's not negative. I don't feel like this is negative. I feel like it's so heavy. Like this is heavy growth, and not in a bad way, but it's emotionally a lot to process. I feel like he's finding his way with the world and the 7. Like this is endings and beginnings. This is endings and beginnings. This is spirituality to me, and seeking and learning and growing. This is excitement. And then this is defensive, or like fighting for what he wants. So I feel like for him, he is getting... Sarah, I am not doing free readings. So if you'd like to send $5 for a mini or $15 for a full, feel free. Yes, the first time you pulled for him, we got the Tower for him. So improvement. Yeah. Yeah, like the Tower is in process of... So I kind of see, and this is going to sound strange, but I see the Tower often in my visuals as my aunt's house that burned down. And when the house burned down, like the house didn't fully burn down. What happened was there was a lot of damage. There was water damage. There was fire damage. The house was not livable, but there was still a lot of things that needed to be removed that were salvageable, like clothes and pictures and furniture and things like that, memorabilia. So this to me is like the house is burned down. Things are being cleared out of the house. And then the construction trucks had to come in and rip the house down before they could rebuild the new house. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So it's going from the house is in process of being ripped down and cleared away, because you can't rebuild on something that is like falling apart. You have to rebuild on something that is stable, or it's going to fall apart again. So that's what I'm getting. And like this World card is saying that the lesson is being learned. It's like he's making progress. The lesson is growing. He's stepping more into the knowledge that has been kind of forced on him, really, that he tried to avoid. With the 7 of Wands here, I do feel like he is going to start fighting for what he really wants. I feel like he's not there just yet, but it's coming. The fighting for what's important for him, the fighting for what makes him excited, what makes him passionate, what he desires, that's coming. And that is about you, because we're reading around him towards you. So that's part of the connection for you guys. Okay, I think I'm just going to read the astrology and then I'm going to get going. Unless if anybody else wants a paid reading. because my stomach's actually getting grumbly. I'm grumbly in my tummy, like Winnie the Pooh over here. And there's not a lot of new people coming in. So, and the only people that have been coming in are people that want free readings. Okay, this week, August 19th to 25th, an entire chapter could be written on Monday. That's today. Monday's transit alone. This full moon is a cosmic megaphone loudly broadcasting what we need to change in our lives, starting with love. A Venusian, which is Venus, T-square pulls in Jupiter and Saturn. If a long-term love situation is not defined by joy, closeness, and a sense of sharing, what is it bringing to your life? Could it be time to move on? Nearby Mars conjures up the courage to break away from a toxic, controlling, or stagnant partner. The full moon is also in a T-square with Uranus, the Sun, and Mercury retrograde. There may be the impetuous to make rash decisions. On one hand, it may be better to reflect with logic and reason, but on the other, if all you're doing is stewing in the thoughts of the past without either moving into a state of action, that situation needs to change now. I know somebody who should be listening to this, and they very likely are not. While Wednesday morning is a bit of an emotional tinderbox, harmonious vibes return by evening, making it an excellent date night for singles or couples. The same can't be said for Thursday, however, when romance could morph into nothing but drama. Friday is an excellent day for getting things done at work and then socializing with friends in the evening. Tips for a 5-star week. Allow your impulses to drag you out of a long-standing detrimental situation, especially if logic isn't leading you to make the right choices. Top event of the week is Monday. Saturn in Pisces squares Jupiter in Gemini and opposite Venus in Virgo. Controlling romantic situations could become most unbearable. There is also a full moon today, and full moons are times for endings and letting go. Maybe it's time to add more verve, spontaneity, and equality in your relationship, or simply move on. So, thank you for the roses, Rebel. So this is a pretty heavy full moon. Pretty heavy energy, pretty heavy full moon. Definitely important not to rush into things or jump to conclusions or try to shift something without thinking things through. I'm going to read a little bit of what the Magic of Eyes sent me about the specific Aquarius moon. The theme is courage, creativity, and fun. And the affirmation is, I accept new challenges to fortify my identity. It inspires those around me to do the same. Aquarius moves us from the plausible to the possible, pushing us beyond the constraints of what we know into the realm of imagination. As the full moon illuminates these themes, we face the challenge of fortifying our identities by embracing this shift. Aquarians with their future-focused thinking remind us that today's fantastical ideas are often the seeds of tomorrow's realities. They encourage us to dream bigger and embrace the inevitable possibility of powerful change. This full moon opposes the Sun-Mercury conjunction in Leo, offering a powerful integration of Aquarius mind with the Leo heart, where intellect meets passion, and we can inform, inspire, move by, and motivate. By harmonizing these energies, we can rise to the challenges and encourage others to join us. When Leo and Aquarius integrate, we learn that anything is truly possible. And that's all I got here. So, best thing to recommend for those of you that were asking about what I'm doing for the full moon. I am doing no, I do not, CC. I also don't do free readings. Deb, is your list still open by any chance? I was rewatching the reading you gave me early and I need a deeper understanding of it. Yes, I actually was starting to wrap up, but I can do another one for you if you'd like. I can do something more additional. Sure. So with the full moon being intense right now, it is important to work on self, to be grounded and to let go of the stuff that isn't good. I was talking about that before I even read that energy, but like letting things that are not in our best interest continue to affect our daily lives is so damaging. It's a distraction. It is negative energy. It is draining. And it's not necessary to push people out, but adjusting our approach to things, having more boundaries, taking care of ourselves, protecting our energy, and making sure that we're not settling for breadcrumbs or settling for things we don't deserve. Because by doing that, we're telling people that it's okay to treat us that way. People treat us the way we allow them to treat us. And you don't have to get into a big all-out conversation. You can just pull your energy back. Like, it's that simple. You don't have to keep feeding the situation. If you're feeling drained or anxious, it's because you're giving too much to something and you need to just pull back. You don't have to end things. You don't have to have a deep conversation about it. Just pull back. And when you pull back, it gives you a lot more clarity of where you stand and what they're going to do for you. Okay, I got you, Dev. Where I need to focus my energy on changing. Sure, we can do that. I actually am going, there's 2 decks that I want to use that are right across from me that I'm going to get up and go grab from the bookcase. Do you have a few minutes to hang out, Deb? Because I'm going to go use the bathroom again real quick because I drank a big coffee. If you don't, I can get yours done. Do you have a few minutes? Okay, I'm not gonna run, like, I'm not in a rush. I was just wrapping up because traffic was slowing down. But I'm gonna go use the bathroom super quick. I'm gonna grab the 2 decks while I'm up, and then we'll get into your reading. It's gonna look a little bit different than what my romantic ones look like because it's not a romantic question. So I'm gonna use some other tools that I don't use all the time. But I will be. Let me turn my music back up. Give you guys some peaceful music. I'll be right back. I wish I could show you guys Tonks. She's being so freaking cute right now. Hey, Laura. I am not doing free readings. I'm doing paid readings, and I do have a list right now. So if you're interested in getting a paid reading, it's $5 for a mini and $15 for a full, unless if you're doing it through a super chat. It is more for super chat because YouTube takes a good chunk of that money. Okay, Miss Dev, let's check you out. Oh, by the way, you guys, those of you that are like regulars that have been here for a while, for like months or weeks, anyway, I am curious for feedback as far as like, do you guys feel like the energy has shifted a little bit on the channel? Like my energy has shifted a little bit. Are you noticing anything like shifting? I don't know how else to say that. I know what I want to ask, but like I don't want to give you guys like the why. I've been doing some stuff that's different, like personally, and it's made my general daily like energy feel a lot lighter. Yes, you feel more positive. Yeah. Yep. So I started doing something, and it's so simple. It's so simple. It's stupid. And it's something that like I know I need to do more, and like I make excuses for why I don't to myself, and I stopped making excuses. I started moving more. I not like hardcore exercise. I just started like I have steps that I try to reach every day, and I'm like, I gotta work. I can't do that. I gotta work. I can't do that. And I started. I'm just shuffling right now. I started making the effort to put aside the time, no matter what, to get my steps in, and I noticed it made me less tired. It made me more awake, and I haven't done it yet today, but I've done it the last like week and a half, and I had started doing it a little while ago, but it makes me less tired. I'm more alert. I'm more positive. I don't get thrown off so heavily from other people's energies when I do it. And it's just a simple thing like that. Literally just walking makes a huge difference in so many ways. Yeah. Amazing. It definitely helps shift energy within and makes you feel like you've achieved something too. Right. So I started doing it because I was tired, because physically I wasn't feeling great. And I talked to my ex who I'm like best friends with, but we've been split up for over 10 years now. So he knows me from like every stage of my life over the last like decade and a half. And he had said to me, he was like, do you still work out? Have you stopped working out? And like, it's not a physical thing for him. Like it doesn't matter what I look like. I'm beautiful to him. But like, he just had asked me, like, he was curious. He's quite a bit younger than me. And he was like, yeah, when I was 25 and he's not 25 now, but he was like, when I was 25 and I wasn't working and I was just sitting at home all the time, I was tired all the time until I started working out. And then I felt way better. And I was like, yeah, I need to do that. It helps my mood so much naturally. And like you said, Susie, it shifts the energy. Moving your body, even something as simple as just walking slowly on a treadmill while editing some videos, makes a significant difference of the energy that's stuck in your body. And like, I forget that. I don't know why. Like, it's so simple. And it's just like, I can do work while I'm doing that. It's just there's certain work I can't do because if I'm typing, my watch doesn't track the steps, which drives me crazy. But yeah, I have a walking pad. I bought a walking pad a while ago. So it's like portable, and I just set it up in my kitchen, and I have my laptop on a stand, and I do work on my website or on my videos or something while I'm walking on the walking pad. And like the other day, I did it literally with flip flops on, and I just like, it was a stroll. Like I was maybe doing 2 miles an hour. Like it wasn't like a hardcore workout, but like I'm moving, and my body, my mood, I'm noticing makes a huge difference. And it removes the energy, because energy gets stuck in me so much. Energy with readings for people, and like, you guys are great, but some of the clients that I have to work with are they should be going to a therapist and not a psychic, and they don't reflect ever. I mean, we all have trouble reflecting, but like ever. And sometimes it can really, like, I read for somebody yesterday that normally is generally a decent read. And by the time I got off the phone with her, I was so dizzy and nauseous. I had to go sit outside for like a half an hour because I absorbed so much of her energy that was negative that it just like, it made me sick. It can physically make me ill. So, all right. So Dev, we're going to get into you now. So you wanted to know, I want to look this back up again to make sure I'm focusing on it right. Where you need to focus your energy on changing. Okay. No worries. You don't have to be sorry, Susie. Have a great day. I will be on tomorrow. This week is my schedule's pretty stable, unless if something crazy happens. Hopefully not. But I will be on tomorrow. And as we're getting closer to the fall, I'm going to be like looking for input from people about when they would like me to be online. What is preferred, like certain days. Like I'm considering doing evenings on Tuesdays, because Tuesdays seem to be slower in the mornings. Something like that. So I'm going to start shifting some of it. Hi, Sunshine. Hun, I'm not doing free readings. I am only doing paid readings. So you can send $5 for a mini or $15 for a full if you'd like to look at something. Yeah, sounds great, Susie. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so Dev, I'm not only going to use these, but these are some that I use for like spiritual questions. So we have the Angel Therapy deck, we have the self-care cards, and then we have the Life Purpose deck. And funny enough, none of these are in print anymore. They're all out of print. But the Life Purpose deck, I actually just started. Hey, Keisha. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Thankfully, I'm glad. Like, I'm here because there's still work to do. Expensive. The vet was insanely expensive. She was fine, but all she had to do was get a blood work of a thyroid panel, and it was $230. Like, and she has insurance, and it wasn't covered in her insurance, and she had to have it done. Like, and she wasn't sick. And I just was like, oh my God. And when it happened at that point in the week, that was almost all the money I'd made for the week. So in one vet appointment, I lost all the money I had made for the week. Meh. But it's okay. She's all good. I'm lucky. Why am I lucky? Wow, that's insane. I'm sorry to hear that. It's expensive. And I pay $100 a month for her insurance too. So, but it's been worth it overall. Like with all of her stuff, it's generally worth it. It's just, it didn't help me out this past week. If you mean because of the cards, yeah. So I got them way before they went out of print. That's why. I bought them like when they came out or shortly after they came out. But this one, where is my thing? So are the mermaid. The mermaid deck is out of print too. So this is where the business person in me comes out. And I know it's going to sound terrible, but don't hate on me. I know how bad it's going to sound. And honestly, I don't care. It's who I am. So this is the Life Purpose deck, right? When Doreen Virtue announced that she was pulling all of her decks, I knew that they were going to become rare and people were going to really want them. And so I stocked up. I went on Amazon and I bought the decks that I could get my hands on. And over time, I sold them in my Etsy shop. I have sold maybe 5 or 6 different decks that they were brand new. They weren't open. They were still sealed. The most I sold one for was $250. Now, hi, do you still do short readings? Wanted to do a follow-up question on my short reading you gave. Do you mean mini readings? Yes, I do mini readings. I'm going to be doing a reading for Dev in a minute. I'm just telling a random ass story in the beforehand. And then I can get you after that if you'd like, Tatum. So this life purpose deck and this past life deck were extremely, extremely popular. People, I already had this. I found one of these. I amazingly found one secondhand. And I ended up getting a hold of a sealed life purpose deck. So this is sealed. It's never been opened. It's never been used. It's brand new. It's easily worth $500. Easily. I bought it for, this price tag says $18.99. I didn't buy it for any more than that. I might have even bought it from less than that. I think I bought it from somebody that was trying to get rid of it. And then this past life deck, nobody can find these. This is still unopened. I have one that's opened. This one's unopened, still sealed. This is worth over $1,000. So this is the one that's like gold that everybody's like, oh my God, I want one. So yesterday while I was on the treadmill, and I have the mermaids and dolphins one too, but this one's not as sought after. But I was yesterday I took pictures of both the life purpose and the mermaids and dolphins decks, and I started putting them together to post them on my Etsy shop. I'll probably also post them on my website at some point. This one's I'm gonna do it too, but I'm gonna charge a lot because they're worth a lot now. And it was an investment. And like I said, I know that's like, oh, you're ripping people off, but like there are people that are collectors that can't afford it. Like I'm not saying, I'm not screwing anybody. Like it's worth it. I also have an American Girl Samantha doll from the 1990s that is still brand new in her box, and it's worth over $2,000 because they don't make her anymore. So I'm going to be selling that on eBay at some point. It's just a matter of like sitting and putting the stuff together and posting it. If someone is willing to pay for them. Right. Exactly. So those are, oh, hey, Christina. So it's $5 for a mini and $15 for a full. I do have a list going right now. So I was just like randomly rambling, but I'm going to be doing a reading for Dev in just a second. I'm getting started for her. And then I think Tatum is going to get a mini after that. She hasn't paid yet though. So it's first come, first serve. And, then there's, yes. And so Tatum's going to get a mini. And then after that will be an opening. Today's been a busy day. I hope you're doing good, Christina. You guys, if Christina, spiritual strategist, who's in the chat right now on TikTok, she's a good friend of mine. She's a very, very talented reader and medium. And if you're ever looking for a TikTok mediumship reading, definitely go check her out because she is amazing. And I am not a medium at all, so I can't do that for you guys. But she's a perfect example of a skilled reader who reads differently than me. We read differently than each other. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why there's all different readers out there. Okay, Dev. So we're looking at you. Back on track. All right. Where do you need to focus your energy? Okay, so I'm going to pull 2 from each deck, and then we'll talk more. We'll talk about it. And then I'll probably pull, I think I'm going to pull some Moonology cards for you too. And then we'll see where we're at. When you need to focus your energy. So we got dreams. Okay, Christina. Okay, Tatum. Priorities. Actually, I want to pull one more. This one wants to come out. Trust. These cards are so freaking beautiful. John Carlo, I'm only doing paid readings, and I do have a list right now. There's 3 people waiting. If you're interested in looking at something like that, you can send $5 for a mini or $15 for a full and get on the list. Okay. So, Dev. You got writing. I'm going to explain all these. Like I said, this is different than what you usually see. What does she need to focus on? Time to decide and books. And then past life issue. Solar plexus chakra. Okay. Let's see. So I feel like you have been sitting with, like, when I see this card, time to decide, I'm seeing all the stuff swirling around her. And I'm feeling like with the stuck energy, the spiritual energy, the financial part, it's like there's all these things, there's all these options, there's all these things that you can do, there's all these choices. And instead of picking one, you're like, it feels like bugs that are swarming around you, and you want to catch one, but you can't catch one because you don't know what one to focus on, and you want to do all of them. You want to catch all of them, but you can't catch all of them because you don't know what one to focus on. And so instead you just you don't go for it at all. You just kind of sit there. And I feel like it's both with spiritual gifts. I feel like your gifts and your finances are almost tied into each other. And I feel like it's highly likely because it's something that you once did before. Like with this past life, I feel like you were somebody that used your gifts to make money. And so because there's like this piece of you that doesn't know if you're talented enough or if you can trust yourself or heal yourself, if you deserve it, you're not working on it. Exactly. You said, yeah. So with the trust card, this says trust your decisions, march to the beat of your own heart. And then dreams, think big. There are unseen forces ready to support your dreams and priorities. Get your priorities straight when you know what's important. Saying no gets much, much easier. This is your priorities are shifting. That's where that whole stuck, where is that? That's where that whole stuck energy was that we were talking about earlier today. And I feel like what it is it's time to go for it. It's time for you to just start taking the risks that you felt like were too risky. I really feel like you're supposed to do something with a book. I mean, writing and books, both of them I feel like do you have journals that you've written or experiences that you've had when it comes to your gifts, possibly even about dream work or something when it comes to your intuition and your abilities? Wait, yes, I do. Yeah. You're supposed to share your story. Maybe not necessarily writing a book, but like using the information that you've gathered for yourself, your experiences, your knowledge, your dreams, your life, and sharing it with others. Because I feel like you doubt your ability. You doubt your you doubt your voice. You doubt your voice. Like, who wants to hear about my stuff? Nobody wants to hear about my stuff. Why would anybody want to hear about me? Like this person, she has a violin in this picture, and then there's a mask on a pedestal, right? And she's not playing the violin. She's just looking down, like, my skills aren't good enough. But the thing is, you see yourself as less than, because that's just the imposter syndrome. That's just the insecurities, because it's natural as a human to think that. But when really, these messages actually need to come out. There's an audience for them. There's a group of people that would, like, I want to say tribe, but there's a group of people that would thrive off of your messages, of what you've been through. Because I feel like for you, and I feel travel too. Have you considered, and I can't remember, but have you considered, like, this, for some reason I'm seeing Moana here, because I see the water, she's sitting like on the sand and she's scrying, and she's surrounded by candles, and then the water is behind her. It's almost like Moana. I feel like you need to get out. Like, I feel like you need to explore, to experience things. And by doing that, I feel like it would expand your, I want to use security, but your confidence in yourself, realizing that you're not an imposter. Like, you're important. You're here for a reason. You, just like everybody is, right? But like, you're here, you have your own stuff that you bring to the world that other people don't have. That's what makes you you. And it's really just a matter of going for it, trusting. I feel like you have relationship experiences that you need to share too. Maybe that's part of the gifts, but there's something here with relationship experiences, or how you did you find spirituality through something with relationships? I feel like there's something that happened to you relationship wise that ended up leading you to the world of spiritual stuff. I could be wrong, but it feels something like it's interwoven. Yes, with my twin flame journey. Okay. Because the reason why I'm saying that, with this solar plexus chakra card mixed with these, it's safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. What I was getting from this, though, I'm not getting solar plexus, which, I mean, it is, but like, I'm getting that it's safe for you to share your story. It's safe for, like, I see you wanting to hide it. Like, oh, it's private, it's personal. People are going to judge me. Nobody's going to want to hear it. How are people going to feel about it? Like, but for one, you could do it with a pseudonym. The breakup led me to all of this. Okay. You could do it with a pseudonym. Like, if you don't want to share your actual name, like maybe there's people in your life that you, like family or something, that you don't want them to know all the stuff, but you still want to share the story. You could do that. I feel there's that, but I also feel it's really important for you to get your experiences out into the world and sharing that with other people in some way, maybe an audio book, self-published book, something like that, to show that there's healthy ways to work through these experiences, and to show that, yeah, everybody struggles and that they're not alone, and it's okay to struggle, and you've embraced the struggle because it's brought you to where you are, and you've grown and you've learned so much, and that is a piece of the working of it. Does that make sense? I feel like for you, you need to start writing things down. You need to continue to write things down. I feel like you being stuck you're being stuck because you're not investing into what you could be. And I do feel like with this past life issue, I'm not going to go deep into that piece of it, but yeah, it just says the situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past life experiences. So I feel like in a previous life, you shared stuff, you made money doing it with your gifts, and at some point it went sideways, whether that be like, oh, you were considered a witch or not. Like, I'm not going to go there, but like, I feel like it went sideways, and so it's made you wonder if it's safe to share. Wait, I'm starting to connect the dots. Good. What are you starting to connect the dots with? Because that's how these readings go. They flow. It's not verbatim words of what it says in the cards. Sometimes the message comes through in a way that makes way more sense to the client than it makes sense to me. Keisha, I have not ever done an egg cleansing, but my cousin has. I had a past life reading, and part of it was I was silenced a lot with my spiritual gifts. I'd like to know what will happen with Tucker. All the signs are there, but I just need guidance on it. Okay, Tatum. I'm wrapping up Dev right now. The timer is going to go off in like 30 seconds. Especially my mom in my past life warned me not to talk about anything spiritual. Right. So I feel like you're starting to open this door of it's safe to share. It's safe to trust myself. It's safe to trust others. Not being reckless in what you share. Like, obviously, like, there's a lot that I've experienced that I don't share still. And there's certain audiences that I'm not comfortable sharing things with. But I do feel like for you, the more you pour into that I'm safe, other people need to hear what I have to say. And I know that sounds egotistic, but the more that you believe that and trust in that for yourself, the more that's going to change all the other aspects. It's all connected. So the more it's going to change the other aspects of your life, it's going to shift everything. It's going to shift the money. It's going to shift the romantic piece of it. It's going to shift your self-confidence. I definitely understand what you're saying. Good. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, let me see whose money came through next. If it was Tatum or Christina. I think it was Tatum, but yeah. Okay, Tatum. I got you. So you're a mini. So Christina, Tatum's is only 5 minutes. So I'll be done with her pretty quickly. Let me just... Hey, new subscriber, what do I need to know? What does he think about me? Hi, SK, welcome. I do not do free readings. So right now I am doing paid readings for people. It's $5 for a mini, $15 for a full. If it's a super chat, it is more money because super chat takes a lot of fees out of it. Or you can subscribe to memberships and get a brief snapshot, but it's Chariot and above memberships, not the Magician. Okay, Tatum. I'd like to know what will happen with Tucker. The signs are there, but I just need guidance on it. Okay, got you. Let's look at that. Need more water. Okay, Tatum and Tucker. Let's see what's going on there. And as a reminder, you guys, I will be on again tomorrow. I should be on at 10 a.m., not 10:30 like today. I came on at 10:30, but it's because I was still getting set up after changing devices. But I should be on at my 10 a.m. tomorrow. And depending on traffic, I'll be there for an hour or more. Okay. Tatum and Tucker. Let's see. These two want to come out. You got Four of Cups reversed and Explorer of Cups. Strength reversed. Seven of Pentacles and one more. Hermit reversed. Okay. My last reading with you on him was spot on, so I trust your guidance so much. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it was spot on. I appreciate that. It's good to know. All right, so I feel like there's a need here for slow and steady and trusting the process. Because I'm seeing that if something is rushed, there could be a backslide. So with the Four of Cups reversed, I do feel like this is something that he is coming out of his shell. He's coming forward more with his emotions. He's going to be sharing them more. And with the Explorer of Cups, there's going to be more pursuing on his end towards you. There's going to be more communication about it. There is going to be more vocalization and demonstration and showing that there are deeper emotions, and the emotions are getting there. That's literally what the signs are too. He and I always said, good things come to those who wait. Yes. So this is, I do feel though with this, the Strength card reversed and the Hermit reversed, there is this little like caution. It's not huge, but it's kind of like, don't get so swept up in the excitement of the sharing of things that you go too much too fast because you're excited. Because the Seven of Pentacles says slow and steady wins the race. So it's growing. What can happen is in that desire to have that validation, in that desire to have that connection and seeing the end game, you can almost miss the now. With the Strength card in the reversal, this is just telling me be careful about overthinking and being too insecure or over presuming things. Like, don't presume anything. I feel like with this, it's important to trust the process, because the Seven of Pentacles, for me, is very it's building. It's like, so I love that this is a pumpkin and with vines, because I have always seen the Seven of Pentacles as a garden where the Ace of Pentacles is like the beginning and you're planting the seeds of the Ace of Pentacles, and over time it grows into this garden that still has some development that needs to happen. It's not fully, like, the pumpkins are not ready to be picked yet. So the patience of growing something like this, the patience of growing a garden, but like by extension, a relationship, you can't fast forward it. You gotta like let it play nice and slow. This can be overexciting energy because of like, oh my God, I'm seeing it. It's finally happening. Yay, let's spend some time together. So it is like, whoa. We're not ready to harvest yet. Don't get super carried away in the moment and like lose your head, because if that happens, we could actually bring in some insecurities and trigger some questioning about like, is this what we want? Is he what I want? Am I what he wants? I'm confused. I don't understand it. The Hermit card, this confirmed that I just need to trust the process and to put up boundaries when he does come. Yes, the Hermit in the reversal does say that sometimes it's going to be good for you guys as this gets flowing. It's going to be good for you guys to do your own thing. And I don't mean do your own thing as like, oh, go be with other people. I just mean having those independent lives where you're not up each other's butt all the time. Back and focus. And of course, take things slow and focus on the present, not the future. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Like you can have a conversation at some point about like, what are you hoping this becomes, or what are you wanting in the future? But we don't want to get stuck in the fantasy of the future. Like, yes, it's important at some point to find out, like, do you both want kids? Do you both want marriage? Like, those things are important. But when something is developing and it's like, it's good to have the conversations, but we don't want to stay in that future. We got to stay in the now and see what evidence is in the now. And that is what I'm seeing with like the Hermit reversal. It's kind of like, it's good to lean back sometimes and have your separate energies to like kind of like pull yourselves back into your bodies. Almost like your souls float out of your bodies and you're connecting when you're together. But then when you separate, it's like your soul comes back into your body. I don't know how else to say that because that's what it's looking like. I just want to pull one. Mercury. Yeah, you're going to start seeing way more information coming forward about it. Messages, travel. You guys might even end up going on a trip at some point. Lack of doubts. Yeah. And remember, awakening self-care energy. That's what this Hermit is. Yeah. And by taking that space with the Hermit will overcome any of those doubts that could happen with the Strength card in the reversal. Yeah. Remember to continue to keep your individuality. It's great to combine with somebody, but it's also key that you guys really care about one another as your independent people. So when we blend with somebody, we can lose that and then end up losing ourselves and end up losing a bit of the connection because you're not the same person you once were. And it's okay to change and grow, but like, don't lose yourself. That's what I'm getting there is really going to be key. So, I love that for you. Christina, you are next. Did you send me your question or were you going to write it? Let me see. I didn't even check. Last night I had a dream about Juan. I haven't thought about him in forever. What's going on with the connection? Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. So far, the only signs I've seen is his card, name, times, travel, and fall. Thank you so much. And when do we harvest pumpkins, Tatum? In the fall. Literally the only person I trust with cards. Thank you so much. Oh, you're so welcome, hun. I appreciate that. You're so welcome. I don't want to reconcile. I'm wondering if he's about to reach out or something. It's very possible with the energies that have been going on. I've been having really wild dreams too. So it could be you're feeling a lot of the moon stuff or you're feeling a lot of the Chiron energy that's been happening. Let's see what's going on with him. Okay. Nope. My music died. Oh no. It's just quiet AF. All right. Keisha, if you're still there, I can talk a little bit about cleansings after. I'm loving doing readings like this, you guys, though. I'm loving it. I'm loving the flow and the traffic. And, like, I could do this all day. If I had people coming in all day on and off getting readings like this, I would, where the list isn't really open for very long, I would love that. Let's manifest more of that. Okay. Juan and Christina. What's going on with the connection with Juan? Oop. We got Emperor reversed. I'm going to pull 7. So that's the passing energy. Present Chariot reversed. He feels stuck to me. Hidden. Eight of Pentacles reversed. These are not well reversed, right? Let me just double check. No, they're not. Okay. Jumble them up. Ah! Good job. Okay. Obstacle. Wheel of Fortune. Something's up with him. 3 major arcana already. Environment. Too many. Environment. Jeez. Elder of Swords reverse and 5 of Cups in the environment. Advice. Child of Swords reversed. Star reversed. Yeah, I think you're going to hear from him. Outcome. Three of Cups reversed. You're totally going to hear from him. Okay. All right. So what I get from him, yeah, he's not in a good space right now. I feel like with him, there's a lot of thinking about you. There's a lot. I feel like he's probably also having dreams. If he's not having dreams about you, it's just you're on his mind a lot about how he fumbled you. I do feel curiosity coming in, wondering what's going on. Do you think that he's checked out any of your, like, I know you've been in no contact, but I feel like he might be looking at you, like at your socials or at your lives or something, peeking at, like, I feel like peeking. Like, I just want to look a little bit. I just want to see what's going on with her. I just want to get a little insight into her world. So there may be somebody that has come. Maybe he did in December. Thank you for the follow, Jessica. He's definitely been scoping it out. That I feel strongly here. Like I'm feeling like lurking, and maybe said hi, but like not that it was clearly him. Because I do feel like this reservation with the Emperor reversed in the past energy, I feel like he was wanting, like the ego was in the way though, like he was wanting to check out things, but he wasn't like coming forward with it. He wasn't speaking about it or like showing it or demonstrating it. But with this, the Chariot in the reversal and the hidden, no, in the present, and then the 8 of Pentacles in the hidden in the reversal, I feel like he is not liking whatever thing he is in. Whatever connection it is that he's going through right now, I feel like he's thinking about you and how easy it was, and that that what he's dealing with right now is not easy. And it feels very karmic. With the Wheel of Fortune and the challenge, it feels very, very karmic in the sense of like he's getting smacked with lessons. He's getting hit with them. He's feeling like he's not in a healthy place, like whatever relationship he's in, it feels dramatic. It feels like he's having to do a lot of like energy into it, and it feels unfulfilling. It feels unfulfilling, and I feel like he thinks about you with the 5 of Cups in the environment. He's been thinking about you a lot, like the one that got away, and how he hasn't said anything to you, and how maybe he shouldn't have done that, and how the choices that he made have put him in this place that he's not super loving about. He's not comfortable where he is. Whatever's going on with him, he's not comfortable. And it's kind of like a karmic, like I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a swirl in the very middle of the Wheel of Fortune, and that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing him spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. Does he want to reconcile? I'm not getting a full-blown attempt to reconcile. Let me see. I'm not getting a full-blown. Here, he's going to want to see you. But when you say reconcile, I'm assuming you mean reconcile, like get back together. I'm not seeing that part of it. I'm seeing like connection. I'm seeing communication. I'm seeing maybe get a drink and see one another. I'm not seeing a full-blown like trying to get back to a relationship. Let me see how he feels about reconciling. He definitely regrets fumbling you. Stability, harmony, flow. Higher self activation. Alchemy, ancestors, guys. No, I'm not getting reconciliation here. It's more like reunion and soul ties. Yeah, I mean, I do feel like with him, whatever this Wheel of Fortune stuff is that's happening with him, he's getting some really hard lessons. That's what I feel with that. And these hard lessons are him realizing what a catch he lost, and that he's kind of made his bed. I don't feel him trying to get back with you as much as him trying to get your energy again, because I feel like your energy was very, how do I say that? It made him feel good about himself. Your energy was supportive. Your energy fed into him. Makes sense, because I last spoke to him, told him to never contact me. Yeah. Your energy fed into him. It like lifted him up. And not even like intentionally or like when you were with him, just when you would think about him. Like, you know how it is that when we think about somebody, we send them energy, and even if we're not intentionally doing it, and he could feel that. He could feel there's a void there that I feel has happened because you're not focused on that anymore. You haven't been in a long time, so you're not sending him any energy, and he feels that gap. He feels that there's something empty and missing there. And I do feel like with the 3 of Cups reversed in the future, I do feel like he's probably going to try to get together. He might try to have a little spicy time, but I'm not, it doesn't feel like hardcore yes there. Hold on, I'm going to grab another deck that I want to pull cards on. it doesn't feel like flat out like he's going to try to sleep with you, but like flirtiness, I do feel the flirtiness. He wants the ego boost for sure. He wants to be lifted up again. He wants to feel the healing. Yeah, Hermit reversed, Tower reversed. He wants to feel the good, Two of Cups reversed. Yeah. He's not going to try to get into a relationship. That's not what's going on here. He wants to feel good again. And it's a temporary wants to feel good. And I don't feel like he knows that, but it's a comfort. You're a comfort. You have been a comfort. You always will be, in his mind, a comfort. So when it feels like he's missing you and he's lost something and he doesn't know what the heck he's doing, he's going to reach out to try to regain some of that comfort, but it's a temporary thing. It's not like, oh, let's be together. So I'm a fix he's looking for. Makes sense. Yeah. And I don't feel like he 100% realizes that because this is in his hidden. So I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles in his hidden, it's kind of like, when was I last feeling good about things? When was a connection easy? And he thinks of you. A connection was easy when he was with you, but a connection was easy when he was with you because you did everything. It's not because the connection was easy. It's because you weren't drama and you supported his energy and you were a healer. That's why the connection was easy with you. It wasn't because your connection was super strong. I mean, it was, but it's more what you brought to it. It was you that made it easy and special. It's not, and you've grown in the sense of, even if he tried, like what I'm seeing here with the advice, with the Star card reversed and the Child of Wands reversed, I feel like you don't even need to talk to him. I feel like you have grown so much, you're not even the same person that he remembers. Like, he doesn't even know you anymore. Christina, a year ago, a year and a half ago, is not the Christina now. And she's way more empowered. And she's somebody that, even if, let's say, like they're showing me like a devil's advocate thing, playing devil's advocate for a minute, hypothetical. Let's say he actually did want to try to get back together, which I'm not seeing, but even if he did, it wouldn't go well because you would have way more realistic boundaries, expectations, and demands that you deserve, and he wouldn't be able to fulfill those. Like, you're still like the dream. You're still like the fantasy of like what he thought it was. Like, you were the fun thing. You know what I mean? Where you are not looking to be a fun thing for somebody. That's not what you want. That's not what you deserve. You deserve so much more than that. So I feel like even if he tried to get back into a relationship with you and you were like, okay, sure, let's see what happens, but I need da-da-da-da-da-da, he would be like, oh, wait a minute. Like, no, I could do that. Like, I feel like if you gave him like all your like expectations, he would immediately be like, well, that wasn't a good idea. I can't do those things. So like, it would be almost like buyer's remorse. I don't feel like there is a reconciliation in the sense of you guys getting back together. I feel like there could be closure if you went and saw him. I feel like you would end up feeling really good about yourself after, because you have had the glow up and he has had the fall apart. So it's kind of like you went up this way when you separated, and he came down this way. So the space between the two of you is so vast now that it's almost like he wouldn't even recognize you. And that's a good thing. I mean, I know that's a good thing, but that would be a shock for him, because I feel that he thinks that you're still the person that you were. And so that's where I feel like the little bit of peaking social media wise, like, what's up with you? Does that all make sense? Keisha, are you still here, hon? You're welcome. You're so welcome. I think that's all the people that paid. Anybody else pay that I missed? I think that's everybody. And if that's all the paid folks, I'm probably going to get going because I am needing to have some lunch. I'm getting hungry. It's 2:22 here. So I ended up staying on quite long today, which is great. I love that. That makes me so happy that I could hang out and do readings for you all. So I will be back on tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST time. I won't be rushing to sign off, but I will be here until things get quiet, and then I will go, kind of like today. Have a good time with your full moon rituals, you guys. Make sure you're doing some releasing. Make sure you're doing some manifesting, some gratitude work, working on that. And I think that's pretty much it. So I will see you all again tomorrow. And you can find me at my website in the meantime at melsdivination.com. I have classes and sales and specials going on right now. So definitely check all that out if you are interested. And yeah, I'm going to sign off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see. TikTok. Let's go. TikTok. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. No, it's not. There we go. Bye, guys. All right. YouTube, I'm going to. Oh, 444. Oh, that's cool. Lots of repetitive numbers today. I'm going to go YouTube, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.